Welcome to the Online Graduate Practicum Forum, Spring 2016. Instructional Coach, Dana Kelly. The purpose for my practicum was to gain experience as an instructional coach and to learn how to creatively and effectively work with teachers. My practicum site was at Seguin High School, and my supervisor was Miss Buckley in the English department as an instructional coach, grades 9 through 12. My learning objectives included coaching teachers on best instructional practices for their students, learning how to locate and analyze STAR data for the purpose of creating English benchmarks and lesson planning, planning and organizing and facilitating a professional development workshop for teachers in order to provide instructional support and to promote the use of technology in the teaching/learning process. Now, the need for the practicum, I wanted to learn how to teach teachers, coach teachers in an authentic setting. I wanted to learn how to, the practicum was able to teach me, I was able to get in the position to learn how to use data for effective instruction and pass that on to the teachers. Learn how to properly and respectfully observe teachers. This is very important. Teachers can be very particular, very territorial and fearful when instructional coaches come in, and to design purposeful workshops, something that teachers can use now in their classrooms and not way down the road. To help teachers incorporate technology into their classrooms was definitely a purpose for the practicum and the need for the practicum, and to develop networking opportunities and to gather valuable resources that I can use and that I will be using. I've kept everything. I will be using them as I go forward in my new career. My first day on the practicum site, I met the staff. I helped with PD activities. I attended meetings. And I went to the English teachers' classrooms personally to give that personal touch, and that helped to establish a good working relationship. It was the foundation of it. And helping with the PD activities on my first day also helped me to be visible. Another practicum highlight, the realization when I had my first two teachers that I was coaching, and having to, being sensitive and listening to the issues, some of the issues that came out, co-teaching issues. A big issue, one of the teachers did not have a classroom, so you can imagine that's not a good mix. And getting teachers through the process was a challenge, because you're dealing with when teachers are going into coaching like that, they're not happy in their positions, and so you're kind of having to be their cheerleader and let them know that everything's going to be all right, they can do it. The final, another practicum highlight, my PD workshop went wonderful. It was purposeful. And it was based on motivating students and co-teaching, because those were the two main factors that I was hearing from the teachers that I was coaching. And I did get some going away presents that really touched me, and those were some of my highlights. And if I may go back, my professional development workshop, my supervisor absolutely loved it. She loved all the materials and everything that I put together, and she felt that it was useful and the teachers could use them now and also going forward. Some of my literature highlights: Sims, Sharing Command of the Co-Teaching Ship, How to Play Nicely with Others, Both teachers, this literature, Sims brought out the fact that both teachers, when you have two teachers in the classroom, they have to learn how to communicate. They have to build trust, respect, plan together. You cannot plan separately, or one person plan and then the teacher comes in and says, oh, well, what are you doing? Those are some of the issues that were coming out, and this is why and as a matter of fact, this piece of literature, it wasn't a real long read. It was a quick read. It was relevant from a teacher that had gone through this, and this was a piece that was part of my professional development. I had given the teachers to-go packages. Everybody had a to-go package, and this was part of the package. But you have to share the workload and try new techniques in the classroom. The second one, how to build an instructional coaching program for maximum capacity. And this piece of literature gives step-by-step instructions on how to establish or improve an instructional coaching program. And the last one, a description of instructional coaching and its relationship to consultation. And this article covers the evolution of coaching, and it gives wonderful approaches to coaching and current trends, and it talks about the various approaches to instructional coaching. Some of my strengths, my professional development workshop was excellent. My weakness, giving feedback. I kind of get nervous at doing that, and I got better at it in the end, but that is something that you have to learn. Opportunity, I can see some schools, and the one I was in did not have a mentoring program, and studies do show that mentoring programs do work. They do work, and so I am thinking about seriously going into mentoring, but I'll get to that. Threat, testing preparations. The testing preparations really, it wore me out. They had a room called the war room. This is how critical it is on this high testing environment, and so that is definitely something that I have to work on, because there's no sidestepping it. My future career plans. I'm planning on I need to find a position as an instructional coach. I am going to, and I have been heavily researching as educational consulting, and my focus is starting a business, educational consulting, and focus on instructional coaching and mentoring. Because especially the mentoring piece, because you can help to weave in educational field trips that I wrote a lot about in my blogs during the semester, that the students are just not getting unless they're going into, they belong to some kind of club or something. But you have a whole lot of other students slipping through the cracks that need these experiences. So I have been researching how to start an educational consulting business, and I have lots of literature on that. Immediately, as far as, because bills have to be paid, so I am considering teaching to teach online classes. I have been investigating that. I want to thank you for your time and your attention. Please go to the YouTube page and give me your feedback and post your comments or questions. Thank you. Goodbye.